going into today, Widnes are currently sat in 4th place. Nottingham sat in 8th place at the moment. It's going to be a tale of the tape when it comes to who wants it more. You've got firepower on both sides, and I think prolifically here, there are some guys you're going to need to look out for, key players. Straight away for Nottingham, you know, the go-to guy is going to be Yokoyama.
Of course, yeah. Very prolific on the ice. He's one of them guys, you can't take your eyes off him. Head on a swivel for the defence, because this guy can get in and out. He's quite good with the puck, and he knows where the net is.
Quite good. That's a little bit of understatement. But it's not just his hockey skill, it's his hockey sense as well with Zach Yokoyama that makes him a dangerous player. He knows how to draw a foul, he knows when to put the body on as well.
I was being nice.
On the flip side though, I'm going to say for Widnes today, keep out for an eye out for number 17, that's Andy Hopkins. Andy's come to the Wild this season and he's fitted in well, to be fair, with the establishment they've got here and the way it's been playing. He's skating hard, his heart's in the right place. Sometimes he's not able to quite finish what he starts in the shot or the pass, but then I think that's the nerves are settling in the season still, and he's still finding his feet very much.
He's still trying to find his feet under the table and fit in with the system. And I think a lot of the players that come in find that anywhere you go, but here Rich Hager looks for a particular kind of player to play a particular kind of role, and it works for them. Well, taking nothing away from Nottingham though, Ben, if they come away with a win from here today, that puts them right back in that pack, because mid-table is about 3 teams on 4 points. It puts Nottingham right in there in the mix.
It does, and it's ultimately going to come down to 2 guys on the ice today, hail, rain or shine, and that's going to be Miles Finney and Lucas Sheldon. So your netminders are, just as important as the guys putting the puck in the net. Now, we saw yesterday Finney was tested a fair few times. McKinney, Parsons, Furnival, Kennedy all put the puck on him, didn't always grab it, did spill up a few times.
Yep.
We know that's where Nottingham like to capitalise. They like to get right in there, jam the goalie, screen them up, pick up the loose change. On the flip side though, Sheldon's going to have some firepower coming down on him as well. Assuming Sheldon gets the nod, we're still waiting to find out if it's Sheldon or Bloor. Ultimately, though, it's going to be Lucas Sheldon looking on paper.
I would say
You'd
so.
expect so. And, you've got that forward line, which we've seen already this season of the Widnes, and that's going to be Gisecco, Coulter and Hager. That bearing down on you. That's those numbers speak for themselves.
What, the jersey numbers?
Yeah.
Well, they do, yeah, because we know Rich Hager's a great hockey player. He knows where the net is. He knows how to conduct himself on the ice. But this season, I've seen him play a little bit more of a defensive role as well, which is great to see when your leader's prepared to go back and clean up.
He's been backtracking. It's hard to say. Sometimes he's had to do it out of necessity.
Yep.
However, he's always willing to do that. My other big thing I'd say as well, Widnes have got depth. We've seen that. But so have Nottingham. And the thing with the Nottingham boys is they will skate and skate and skate until Matt and Glossgard there and have to grab them by the scruff of the necks and drag them in for the period break.
Yeah.
And that's going to be something which I think may be detrimental to Widnes today, especially after having to go so hard yesterday against Deeside.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're not going to be talking about bus legs here with Nottingham because they didn't play yesterday, whereas Deeside did, and they played a very hard, tough game. Thank God that didn't go into overtime. Otherwise, you'd be seeing a load of sleeping bags on that ice tonight.
Yeah, if I'm honest with you, the Deeside shocked me yesterday. They came out the traps firing, and they pulled Widnes into playing their game for the first 2 periods, which, you know what I mean, it's interesting to see. So currently there are other games going on around the league. We speak of the Deeside Dragons. They're currently on the road in Whitley. When we last checked, the score there was 1-0 Whitley Warriors. We'll get score updates for you throughout the game. And the other game on today at the moment is the Solihull Barons against the Billingham Stars.
Yeah, well, as soon as we find out any scores, we will mention them on the commentary. We were talking then about Sheldon. Early start of the season, he was very, very haphazard with the puck. I noticed a lot in the first few games here where he's coughing up a lot of loose change. Sorry,
Miles
yeah, Finney. Do
look-
apologise, Nottingham fans. Yeah, Finney was coughing up the puck a lot, and that was costing him because you've got to cover that up. You've got to cover up the loose change. You can't afford to be leaving pucks like that. You can't afford to be doing that against the likes of Nottingham.
Well, that's it. You've hit the nail on the head there. You're going to have the likes of James Shaw. You're going to have the likes of Conor Glossop, Zach Yokoyama. The minute that shot comes in from the point or from anywhere outside the slot,
They're looking for a rebound.
Exactly, they're straight in on there. And unfortunately, in Finney's favour at the moment, it's not been great. He has been spilling a few of them up.
He's got to cover them up.
And it's fair to say he's been a bit of a slow starter as well. Normally, you can catch him off guard early on. Taking nothing away from Miles Finney,
Which is what
though.
D-side did yesterday.
Exactly. Taking nothing away from Miles Finney, though. We've seen the firepower of Widnes. Can Sheldon withstand what they bring out if they come out the traps like we know they can?
Yeah, they pulled some brilliant plays out the hat last night, and if they can play like that again today, Nottingham have got a game on their hands. But it's going to be a tough one. We can see the players just coming out now to warm up ready. Ben, I'm not a betting man, but I'm going to ask you. I'm going to call this one. I fancy this to be a close one, but I think being the home barn, I think Widnes might just pick this one.
Yeah, I don't really want to put money on it because I could be very wrong with this one. This could go one or two ways. This is either going to be a tight game, so tight, literally a late goal could win it, or it's going to be a complete blowout.
Well,
but I wouldn't want to put it which side that.
Well, you'll be able to catch the highlights of all the games that we managed to get hold of, but most probably this one in our Drop the Puck highlight show, which is available on Fridays. You catch it on our YouTube channel, BASN TV.
The only place where you can catch official streams from the NIHL.
I like the way you said that.
Yeah, because obviously we are aware there are a number of fraudulent and spam and scam streams popping up. So please, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this, you've obviously done the right thing. You've clicked on an official one, but spread the word. Make sure that your friends and family aren't clicking on the wrong ones.
Yeah, it's the easiest way to do it, and it's spread the word, really. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, BASN TV, it's just a case of clicking the link and getting the notifications, and every time we do something, you'll be notified.
Right, Gary, the guys are lined up for the anthems. It's time to go down to the ice. It's time to
drop the puck.
So the anthem's playing. And the anthems are out the way, it's time to play.
I love it when you say that.
I love it too, Gary. YKK Widnes Wild versus the Nottingham Lions. Both teams sporting very young and impressive legs. Who wants it more? Well, in charge of today's game, representing Team Stripes with the bands, Mr. Ray Orms. He's supported by linesmen Tom Horner and Neil Herring.
Never on the losing side, then.
Yeah, funny enough. Yeah, there's who I'm going to bet on, Team Stripes.
Oh, you can't do that.
I just did. So we're going to take a look at the starting netminders, and it is, unsurprisingly, getting the nod for the Nottingham Lions in between the pipe. Number 1, Lucas Sheldon. Sheldon, we know, is very wise to the shooters in this league, and he's going to stand tall today for Nottingham. He's not going to make it easy for the Wild. Up the other end, it is Miles Finney who gets the nod over Jake Lowndes. Finney, like we said, saw a lot of rubber yesterday. Maybe a bit more than a tyre maker, but I tell you, he's going to face something similar again today if Nottingham have their way. And starting lineups coming to the ice. So straight away, I can see there Conor Glossop just circling round. He looks like he's itching to go. Miles Keogh in there as well, unsurprisingly. I'm just looking over. Zach Yokoyama.
Yeah,
prowling round, yeah.
23, yeah.
Also, Tom Dermott's going to be out there. Is that Jack Crowston? It is. So Crowston, so you're starting forwards for the Nottingham Lions. Glossop, Crowston and Yokoyama. And they're going up against an interesting line of Coulter, Edwards and Hagger. Starting D-men.
Edwards played well yesterday.
He did, yeah. Starting D-men are Ruddick and Alex Mitchell. So Roy in the middle now to get the call. The officials have just seen something they want to...
Oh, he's going to throw a snowball. No?
So again, we did mention that the game was delayed at the start of the game due to issues with the ice. Mr. Horner's just over there making snow pies.
Ah.
From what we understand, the issue is that on pre-warm-up, the equipment staff here at Widnes had set the pucks up on the benches ready, as most teams do, and unfortunately one happened to come off and fall under the blade of the Zamboni.
Yeah.
Which is...
total accidents, of course, so
yeah.
These things happen.
And they have been out trying to repair it. And again, now the officials have come out and looked at it, they've decided to hold face-off one more time.
Meanwhile, Mr. Horner's going to give us a display of his ice talents.
Very good, Tom, very good. You can hear the crowd here at Widnes.
They're giving him an... No, that was an 8. Must have been an 8 for that one. He's going to kill me later.
So as you were saying, Gary, you will be able to catch the extended highlights of the Widnes Wild against the D-side Dragons this Friday on our YouTube channel.
I'll tell you what, if you want to watch a great game of hockey, that was it.
And my word of warning will be, go to the toilet, get all your food and snacks and get the kettle on before you press play.
Yeah.
Because you will not want to miss the first few minutes of that.
Well, you don't want to miss the first period. It was good.
Yeah, the first period was something else. Great showcase of hockey. And again, it was a Challenge Cup game, so that's what D-side are bringing to the league this season.
Yeah, I must admit, we did say it in the street, well, in the show at the time, that D-side had only played one game prior to that. Very little practice time, because their rink is still under development.
So I can confirm at the end of the first period, up at the Wigwam, it is the Whitley Warriors 2, D-side Dragons 0. Scorers are Holland and Harley up there. So Dean Holland and Harry Harley putting one in the back of the net past Phil Pearson, it'll be. And it's time to drop the puck.
Let's get ready to rumble. Wrong game, I know.
Mr. Holmes calls the starting line, back to the centre ice. Quick check with the goal judges. And away we go, and immediately it's Nottingham off the draw, looking to play it out early. Keogh throws that forward. It's going to be picked up by Mitchell, so although he's wearing the 94 shirt and it may say Greaves on the back, it's Alex Mitchell. Thrown in by Ruddick. Keogh skates back to pick that one up. Good forward check pressure early on by Widnes. Managed to turn it over, neutral zone, Coulter picks that up. Goes back, finds Edwards, Edwards puts it on net, spilled up, but straight into the glove of Sheldon. And good little start there, but you can see already Widnes looking to check high and keep the pressure on. Face off, left hand side of Lucas Sheldon's net. Shot in early from Gisecco, spilled up, Hyde was there, second in by Hughes, and another bite of the cherry. Luca gets his Glove up, manages to tip that over the ball. What a save. And Barlow banging on the door. This time it's going to be turned around once more. Ryan Keogh this time looks to clear it away, and it's picked up, played down quickly by Glossop. Glossop through the neutral, gains his own. Shot comes on. Rings all the way around, kept alive by the Lions. Yokoyama. Lets it go for Glossop. Goes to put it in, run round again. Scooped up by Keogh once more. Tried to get out in front, come off a skate of a Wild player, Jackson. Trying to close him down. Picked up again by Yokoyama. Doesn't like what he sees, turns back. Cuts inside, tries to find a man skating in the back door. That was Keogh again. This time Jackson gets in there, gets his stick on it, and here come the Wild as they break through. Giuseppe gets his head up. Decides to dump it in, goes for a quick change. Hopkins for the Wild. Couldn't control that. Couldn't quite clear that out. Williamson finds Britton. Dumped in on net against round the throat of Sheldon. And he's going to wrap that one up. In fact, I tell you, it's Bloor who's got the nod. Apologies. Right. They're both wearing the number 1 shirt, which is what's confusing. So Matt Bloor's got the start.
Interesting. Tactical, do you think, Ben?
Potentially. So left-hand side of Bloor's net. Kemp off the face-off, shoots off the shoulder of Bloor. He has to make a diving save to turn that round the corner. And immediately, Wright puts the body on into the corner to try and suppress that play. Wright again into the corner. Good battle. Supported by Hopkins. Cleaves in there. Spat out by the Lions. And there's a foot race between Fisher and Kemp. Turn back once more. Picked up in neutral by Gilbert. Knocks it forward. Hopkins finds it from between his feet. Throws it forward. Knocked on again by Britton. Jordan Wright just puts his stick on that. Clears it down. That's looking for the too many men call there. Pulled out the air by Gibbs. Big body on. And well, that was Chris G wearing the 83 shirt. Giuseppe battling away, trying to pull that out once more. In fact, it's Edwards, apologies, but here's Coulter. That first line back out for the Wild. Edwards puts it into the slot, turned out once more. And this game started at pace. Good defensive play there by Jordan Wright. Hurst can only find Hagger in the neutral zone. Hagger winds up, lets one go. Bloor has to think quick. And he's managed to lose that one. We'll see it again. Hagger skates in at the point, winds up, big shot. Bloor stands tall. And again from that other angle. Good save, Matt Bloor. So face-off will be left-hand side of Bloor's net. Won by the Wild. One-timer. Good effort in from Mitchell that time. They've managed to clear the zone though. Ruddock has to think fast. Decides he's going to dump that back in backhand. Barlow's going to pursue. Swept away by Marples. Ben Marples, a former D-side Dragon. And dragged over into the corner by Yokoyama. He's got Glossop with him. Puts it back through the danger zone. Lions can't get a stick in the way, and it's good pressure by Nottingham. Again, put it on the net of Finney. Yokoyama looks like he's going to wrap, decides to keep it. Goes to the point. And Yokoyama definitely quarterbacking this play. They look to work it round again between Yokoyama and Glossop. Glossop finds top of the slot. Shot comes in from Crofts.
Close.
And it's finally cleared by the Wild. As Ben Marples gets back for that one. Well, 15:31 remaining in this first period, and it has been pretty much end to end, Gary, and I'm surprised Widnes have come out with the pace they have.
Yeah, well, I think they learned the lesson last night, and you cannot come on half asleep at the start of a game like this, especially against a team like Nottingham.
Face-off will be left-hand side of Miles Finney's net. Shot in early doors, and that was from Hamish Hall. That's deflected and gone out of play, so we're going to get a redo. As Mr. Horner comes to get another frozen biscuit.
Yeah, it looks like that's a gift for somebody in the crowd.
Face-off won by the Lions. Good work by Hopkins. And they've managed to drag it forward. Widnes with Gilbert. Gilbert's got Britton in the middle. Britton shoots down the throat to Bloor. What a play that was, but what a save, Matt Bloor. We'll see that one again. You can see the breakaway. It's Gilbert in the 2-on-1 situation. Feeds Britton. Britton's got time to get that shot off. It was great defensive work there by Dermot, though, that really closed off half that net late on and allowed Bloor to make an easy save. Face-off has resumed very quickly, though, and it's the Lions now looking to break down the other way. Jackson picks up that loose puck. Whoa! Britton behind the net, rings it round. Gilbert looks up ice, knocks it forward. Miles Keogh gets there first. Hopkins, good board battle. Jackson's pinched in. Britton. Well, it's thrown forward for Reese. Jacob Reese is going to get there. Will he wrap? No, he goes all the way. Sent into the corner by Jackson. Lions trying to dig it out. Managed to do so with Fisher. Gibson tried to get the shot in. Wild have done enough to clear it away, though. Gilbert pursues that. Picked up by Gibson one more time. As he turns and goes back in. Kieran Gibbs dispossessed. And this time it's Hager to the rescue for the Wild.
Yeah, a lot of pocket picking going on.
Gibbs again. Manages to get it forward to Hurst. Puts it on net. Jackson's going to pick up that loose one. Thrown forward once more. Edwards finds Coulter. Coulter drags it over, leaves it for Hager, and that was bad communication. It's allowed Shaw to get in. Kem drives him hard into the board. Dug out once more, and the Wild able to clear the zone. Coulter on the forecheck. Yokoyama tried to spin and find Hurst. And now the Wild just sat behind the net looking to set something up. Under pressure from Glossop. Coulter manages to find Edwards on the far side. In fact, it was Gisecco now. Gisecco on. The two cages for the Wild, Gisecco and Edwards. Shot comes on. Finney down low. Wasn't real much in that. Easy save. Again, skating in that time. It was Glossop who tried to get a stick on that from Crowston. Wild desperately trying to clear the zone. They do so. 2-on-1 situation. Barlow and Gisecco. Barlow holds it. Good defensive play there. And that was Cleves, and he shut that off. But back the other way. Breaking away now with Grimshaw. Grimshaw goes to go over to Crowston, who the back door was wide open. The pass went too close, though, to Finney, and he was able to get the stick in. And it's very, although it's end-to-end, still very subdued, Gary.
Yeah, very much so.
Mitchell puts it in front of the Nottingham player rather than Widnes. Great seal on the pipe there from Bloor. And well,
they're saying it's over.
Well, Bloor's managed to hand the puck to the officials. Nothing there. No. What a save, Matt Bloor.
No buzzer. So it's as you were. With the score here at Planet Ice Widnes remaining. Widnes 0, Nottingham 0.
Face-off, left-hand side of Bloor. Jackson one time off the face-off. Bloor jumps on it and freezes that one up quickly.
Yeah, played safe.
And just before that play there, Mike Gilbert directing traffic a little bit, moving Josh Reynolds in the setup. Britton on the draw again. This time Jackson Decides to put it around the boards for Britain. Reynolds puts it across the middle. You saw Gilbert there skating in on that back door. Hughes dumps in. Reynolds, a little bit of a foot race with Keogh. Dermott, they've turned it round. Bodies flying in now. Britain's put it into the corner for Gilbert. He's got Reynolds out in front. Can't quite get there. Ooh. Tom Dermott comes flying in, shuts that one off. As does Miles Keogh. Out in front, Reynolds couldn't get it on his backhand. Fish is able to scoop that away. Off the half-boards round Kemp. Good play by Gibbs, but Jackson stopped it in the neutral zone. Wild looking to come back. Puck turned over to Gibbs once more, and he's just going to sit behind the net and quick change all round. Gibbs sends it round to Keogh. Intercepted once more by the Wild, turn back again. Kemp skating in, picks that one up as he beats out Grimshaw. Interestingly, Gary, Tristan Grimshaw, a former Wild player last season.
Yep.
Again, a good little battling showing, and it's good shift here from Miles Keogh. Certainly making himself a nuisance to the Wild, but we're breaking up the other way with Gibbs.
There's a couple of familiar faces in that Nottingham lineup.
Davis. Kept in by Hagger. Hagger's man in front. Looked for the tip in. That was Edwards. A little bit too much sauce on that. You saw the plan there. It was a good play idea. $10 minutes 30 remaining in this period. Face-off going to be left-hand side of Matt Blaw's net. Going to be Shaw and Coulter in for the draw. Cleared away straight away there by the Lions and Davis, and they've managed to make something of it as they force it into the Widnes zone. Run round once more. Picked up by Keogh, thrown back in. Scooped up once more by Coulter. Coulter looking for support. Coulter gets the support, there it is! Well, you can see the communication. Coulter on that point looks for Hagger on the back door, and there's just enough space for him to get the puck there. Hagger has to think quick, lifts it up over the blocker of Blaw, and just like that, Gary, it's Widnes Wild 1, Nottingham Lions 0.
Well, relatively slow scoring game so far in this first period, and we're almost halfway through it. But plenty more action to come, I say, Ben.
Will this be a little bit of a kickstart now?
Well, we'll wait and see.
As Wild again grab it, tried to get it across to Giuseppe. It's turned around, however, by Glossop, intercepted by Barlow. Mitchell. Giuseppe had to stretch for that one. He's managed to reel it in, though. That was Hyde on the far side. Dan Hyde returned to the squad yesterday after being out with injury. He picked up during the actual Nottingham game up at the National Ice Centre as Nottingham looked to try and get something there. It was Yokoyama doing all the work again. Barlow cuts inside, put it in. Giuseppe didn't really see it last second. Hyde's going to chase that round, pursued by Wright. Hyde in the office. What can you do? Tristan turns, finally gets it out in front. Ooh. Barlow just gets a slap on it. Williamson keeps it alive. Straight onto the stick of the Lions, and here we go, a little bit of 3-on-2. And that's an offside. Well, a little bit eager by Conor Glossop there. And a good game so far, Gary. Both teams showing that they're both here to play.
Well, do you know what? Nice clean game, I'd say.
Very much so. Face off, far side in front of the Widnes bench. Britton and Gibbs on the draw, and it goes away of the Wild. Hopkins does enough to put it in. It's going to be chased down by Gilbert. Gets there first. Gilbert looks to go back, tries to play around, but the net's in the way. Hopkins again. Gets down front for Gilbert. Gilbert gets something on it. And I tell you what, if it wasn't for Ben Marples then. However, Fish is going to break down, try to get past Kemp. Can't get around the big man. Kemp drops it for Gilbert. Gilbert inside the dot, takes a shot. Looking for Hopkins on the back door, and it looks like Widnes have now got an idea of what they want to do. Lovely little bank pass off the boards. Go to work. Straight in there is Mitchell, and that's going to be blown dead. 8 minutes 6 left in the period. And I don't know whether I was expecting this, Gary, this sort of game after yesterday. I think I might have been a little bit spoilt with yesterday's game.
Well, people will have to wait and see that in the highlights package.
Face-off is taken to the left-hand side of Miles Finney's net. Quick update on the scores around the league. Warriors 2, Dragons 1, so D-side able to pull a goal back there. Thrown in again by the Wild, forcing Keogh to try and turn it out. Lions have managed to do so. It's going to be Jacob Racy into the corner, looking for support. Mitchell's there, trying to get it out in front, and it's good play by Ruddock, and Coulter's going to snub that one. Great pass to Hagger. He's knocked it forward. Rich Hagger at pace has picked it up. Turns for Edwards. Edwards, what a save blow. Well, let's see that one again. And to tell you what, you can see there, Hagger grabs it, swings it back. Edwards is in a sitter position, but Blow jumps on it like a grenade.
Yeah, he's done well there. Saw it a little bit late, but manages to put his body on it.
Face off, right hand side of Matt Blow's net. Goes the way of the home side. Chiseko into the corner. Good board work as Barlow gets over there now, under pressure from Yokoyama. Finally the 2-on-1 comes out the way of the Lions as Yokoyama breaks down that right wing. They get it over to Glossop. Glossop at pace. Looks to cut inside, drops it for Yokoyama. Backhand. Comes off the side netting. And back up the ice once more, Wild with Hyde. Hyde, good forehand.
Oh, you could see what he was going to do then.
Yeah, you could.
Telegraphed that a little bit.
Picked up by Davis. Thrown forward. No icing given, Yokoyama. Pursued by Jackson. Good shot in there, and that was from Crowston. Well, certainly not over by any means in this period.
Well, 6:23 remaining, still Widnes Wild 1, Nottingham Lions 0. I think there's more goals in this one though, Ben.
I agree with you, Gary. I think there's plenty of goals still left in this one. So the puck's put on the net. Oh, Finney turned back away. Wild looking to clear the zone. Gibbs putting the pressure on. It's picked up by Fisher. Looked like he was going to take a shot. Fanned. Thrown in once more again, this time by Grimshaw. Reynolds looks to clear it away. Gilbert's picked it up. He's dropped it for Britain. Takes a shot. Good blocker save. Blow has to come out. 2 bites of the cherry and back on the other way. Here's Gibbs. Reynolds. Good back check. Gibbs reads it. Shot flying in that time by Cleves, and Cleves does well to put the puck in the danger zone while Nottingham look to set up. Good work against the boards. Good shot in again from Cleves.
Saved.
Forces a blocker save. Finney pulls that one out the air, and that was a good shift there for those Lions boys.
Yeah, starting to put a bit of pressure on that net now.
So, other scores from around the league. It's currently Solihull Barons 2, Billingham Stars 2, and that's the end of the first period.
Ooh, close game there then.
Face-off gets us back underway. Run round by the Lions. Look to go out in front with Shaw. Shaw backhands one towards Finney. And you can see they were trying to screen Finney there with Racy. Scooped up, however, by Crofts up the other end. Coulter now as they go to work. Coulter still turns back, looks for Edwards. Edwards in space. Tried to get it out, it's come off the back of the net. And Racy's going to look up ice once more. Dumps it into the opposite corner. Hurst gets there first. Haggart intercepts, turns up ice, throws it forward. Again onto the net. Just missing, that's going to be an icing call. And we're going to go back down to the Widnes zone with 4:30 left in the first period.
Well, crowds have been pretty quiet so far, Ben.
I tell you what, Gary, that's I'm interested in that scoreline, that the Solihull 2 Stars 2. That's a good mid-table pack.
Yeah. More trouble for the 4-pointers.
Face off, left-hand side of Finney. Shot comes in. Good pad save. Widnes desperately trying to sweep this one out. Haggart uses the boards too. Coulter's throwing it forward again. And that one's gone up and out of play.
Yeah, it's like we were saying on the intro to the show there, Ben. There's 3 or 4 teams all sitting thereabouts on 4 points. And, you know, a win and a loss either way, suddenly you could find yourself in the pack or out of it.
Very much so. Face-off gets us action. And back underway once more as we're looking to break with Keogh down this side. He's going to dump it in, pick his own dump in. Good little battle there as they looking to pull it out, and they have done. Lions now trying to set something up. Shot comes in from Glossop, and Finney manages to see enough of that. I mean, it was a good effort there from Conor Glossop. Miles Finney was screened by his own defender.
Well, Lions are not out of this by a long shot. It's only 1 goal in it.
Still anybody's game, really.
Yeah.
Face off won by the Wild with Barlow. Feeds Hyde. Hyde knocks it on. First man over there is Miles Keogh. Turns it back round looking for Yokoyama. Jackson gets there first. Puts it back, and that's going to be another icing call.
Yeah, they're looking for these stretch passes all the time. And, you know, cross ice, diagonal.
However, we know that can be the undoing of Widnes.
Yeah. Lions obviously done their homework, and they know to put Finney under a bit of pressure. The stretch passes.
Barlow and Gibb in for the draw. Wild win again. Hughes looks up ice. Turn it back around. Good move by Gibb. It's caused Hughes to get back and come over. Fisher takes a shot. Spilled up, Hyde's there to scoop it up. Thrown through neutral zone. Giuseppe. Barlow tried to go around Ryan Keogh there. Keogh does enough. Holds it on the boards, picked up by Giuseppe. Giuseppe twisting, turning, trying to create space. Pinned up on the boards now by Owen Davis. And here come the Lions breaking through the neutral zone. Gibb dumps it into the corner. Scooped up by Williamson of the Wild. Oh, and again, pickpockets him. Shot through traffic from Jordan Wright. Kemp for the Wild. And there's going to be a call. And that's going to be on Lee Kemp. They're saying he's elbowed Gibb. Well, this isn't what the Wild need. Oh, it's an interference call. So Lee Kemp goes in fresco environmental penalty bin for 2 minutes. 2:45 in the period. And just like that, Gary, Nottingham have the advantage.
Yeah, this is their chance to try and even things up a little bit.
Face off, shot straight in from Yokoyama, low and hard, looking for the rebound. Hurst looks to feed it round. Can only find Dermott at the point. Jackson and Hurst in a good battle. Glossop jumps in for support. Now the Lions looking to set up. Looking for the pass. Glossop with all the time, comes round, sees an angle to take a shot. Yokoyama picks up the rebound. Glossop spins, goes to shoot.
Well done.
Right into the legs of Jackson. 1:20 now left on the power play. Again, starting to rotate. Yokoyama into the corner. Good body on. Trying to dig it out. Crouston. And again, they've managed to come out with it. Glossop goes to take the shot.
Well, we've already admitted that penalty.
Yeah, 55 seconds top. Sent back now, Yokoyama. Looked like he was going to think about it. Sent it by Crouston. Backdoor attempt.
Whoa.
And is that Fisher, is it?
Yeah, it seemed to be...
It is, Toby Fisher.
Seemed to be in the way of the netminder.
Well, Fisher reunited with his equipment. Bringing fresh legs on the ice. 45 seconds of the penalty remain. 1 minute 30 in the period. Nottingham are definitely going to want to try and look to get something in here. Go in even keel. As Coulter and Shaw go in for the draw. Shaw beats up Coulter. Immediately the Lions go to work once more. Grimshaw takes it in, but he's dispossessed. Britton, big driver swing on that. Sends it all the way around. Textbook. 30 seconds now remain. Picked up! Backhand attempt by Coulter. Bloor was pulled out of his neck quickly for that one. Dermott's forced to kick it away once more. Grimshaw sends it back. It's going to be Gibb at the chases. Keogh under pressure from Hager. Gibbs again. Hager and Coulter putting this forecheck on. Remember, they're on the penalty kill. 6 seconds now remains. Williamson puts it towards the net. 2-1. Kemp back out on the ice. Back to 5-on-5. Comes straight out and into the play. 40 seconds on the clock, as you can see, ticking down. Shot in off the plexi behind the net of Finney. Good effort again as they're throwing everything in the kitchen sink in this final few seconds in the first period, but we're going to get an icing call with 26.3 seconds remaining.
I'll tell you what, a couple of chances there for Nottingham as they fired that puck across the blue paint area. No one there to tap it in, and the Widnes Wild survive the penalty kill. And now it's still 26.3 seconds remaining. Widnes Wild holding on to a 1-0 lead.
Face off, left hand side of Finney, taken quickly. Widnes trying to throw it out and clear the zone. Reynolds on the board, battling hard on the far side. Look to cut inside through the slot, loose puck travels all the way, and that's probably going to be the end of the period, unless they can turn it around and do something quickly. And there's your buzzer, you could see there, it was Jack Crouston was winding up for one. Just quickly before we go in there, Gary, there's been a goal up at the Wigwam, so it's now 3-1 Warriors.
Well, kind of expect that, but I'm sure the Dragons will fight back on that one. Been a bit of action here, although not many goals. As we go into this first period break, with Widnes Wild having a 1-0 lead over the Nottingham Lions. Join us after this short break.
Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
Well, that being said, 40 minutes of ice hockey still to play, and you've got to say to yourself, some time yet, and some more goals could be scored. We expect to be scored.
Okay, so I'm just having a quick look now at the net. And if you look at that netminder skating off, it is Sheldon. Yeah, so they're staying with Bloor. Okay, there it is. I just had to check. Again, both of the netminders for Nottingham, white pads wearing number 1.
He's had a good game so far.
Yeah, so Matt Bloor.
I wouldn't take him off if I was Matt Bradbury.
And the Wild return into the ice. But yeah, Gary, interesting. It's still very, very hanging in the balance, this game. There's been no real... Neither side have really got a grip of the game, to be fair.
No, I was going to say that. It's almost like an anticlimax after last night.
Yeah, and again, to everyone on the street, I do apologise, we keep banging on about yesterday, but it was a spectacle of hockey that we've not seen for some time.
The kind of thing you expect for Christmas.
Yeah, the kind of thing you expect if you were going up the higher leagues, if I'm honest. Finney just scuffing up his paint area. Mr. Orms in the middle calls him. It's going to be Coulter and Yokoyama are going in for the draw. Very interesting indeed. Puck drops somewhere off straight away. The Wild in possession. Looking to move forward. Mitchell, pass cut out in the neutral zone. Edwards manages to try and get something on it. Swung back around again by Glosser. Kicked over to Hager. Hager test. Whoa! Good responses.
Making sure he's awake.
And down this left-hand side now. Edwards bodied off the puck. Reese Edwards only 16 years of age, but he's hanging with the big boys. Miles Keogh brings it out. Knocked forward for Yokoyama to skate onto. Ruddock shuts the door on Yokoyama. Manages to play it around to Glosser. Glosser with work to do. Good little interplay between Yokoyama and Glosser, but the Wild have managed to get themselves in the mix there. However, Lions come back out with it, looking for Crouston on the back door. And wow, that was a good effort there, but it's Hager who swings it away. Coulter gets it over to Edwards. Edwards can't reel that one in control. Crouston's going to send it back towards Bloor. Barlow was circling out in front, kicked away by Finney. Hughes. Second bite of the cherry. Gets it over to Gisecco. Gisecco looks up, puts it in, round for Hyde. Can he get round Dermott? Dermott's going to get there first. Into the corner they go, Hyde and Dermott. Good little battle there. Out in front, he manages to get it, gets it down. Oh. And Gisecco couldn't quite control it to Barlow. Fisher for the Lions. Wild turn the puck over one more time. Jackson thrown forward to Gisecco, who's out in front of those benches. Trying to scrape it over that halfway line. Little battling shoes in front of the gate. Comes out the way of the Lions. Good work by Jackson. Hughes gets over there again. Barlow this time. They reel it in. They let Barlow loose through the middle. He's got Hyde in support, drops it for Hyde. And that was Gisecco lost his edge on the far side. However, Wild still in possession, looking to set something up. Gisecco takes a really tight angle shot. And back with Gibbs. Hyde putting the pressure on. Does well, throws his body in between the stick and the player. Williamson drops that back for Britain one more time. We look up ice. Ruddock straight onto the ice there. And that was James Shaw. Good play by Shaw. It's going to be an icing call. It was Jackson clearing it away. But James Shaw out the trap there, disrupting the play. And already 3 minutes gone in this second period. Face off. Right, left-hand side of Miles Finney's net. Look to be taken quickly. Hopkins has done enough. He sent himself forward between Gilbert and Hopkins. They're driving that forward. Picked up by Williamson in defence one more time. Thrown forward. Lions turn it around, look to go up ice with Racy.
Just clips the official there.
And a lot of loose puck possession again, Gary.
Yeah.
Little turnovers here and there.
Take pass has not been much to be desired.
Gilbert managed to get one on net. Bloor has the answer.
I'd say it's almost a little scrappy, Ben.
Racy looks up. Tried to get a shot off. It was Williamson skating away that time. Lovely little pass. Glossop out to the point. That's Billy Crofts with the shot in. Finney does well to wrap that one up. We're going to get ourselves a face-off to the left-hand side of Miles Finney's net in the Wild defensive zone. Yokoyama's going to go in for the draw against Coulter. Face-off won by the Wild. Immediately Mitchell has to play it quickly to Hager. Finds Coulter, so he's all the way through to Edwards. Edwards, lovely little move. Can he find Coulter in the middle? Good play there by Billy Crofts. Just sees Edwards into the corner. Shuts down that initial play. They've managed to kick it out. Crowston's reeled that one in. Shot on net coming from Mitchell. Turned around by Hager in the neutral zone. Hager looks up. Edwards on the far side, scoops it up. No, he leaves it for Coulter. That did allow Jordan Wright to jump in there and turn that around. Glossop. Yokoyama tries a little deep move around Mitchell, puts it through the danger zone. No one there. Crofts now. Glossop for Yokoyama. Mitchell back on the puck. Big body on. Edwards has done enough to take it out the way of the Lions player. They've dumped in, quick change by the Wild. Lions just subdued for a second, just seeing what they can do with it. Great forward check pressure, Hyde on Yokoyama. And Dan Hyde playing the high forward check there. Lions have managed to find Yokoyama, takes a shot, whipped out the air by Miles Finney. What a good effort that was, we'll see it again. Well, it's a quick stretch pass here from Crowston at the point in his own defensive zone. That stretch pass you talked about, Gary, again.
Yeah, seems to be doing really well with that. It's catching the Wild out in the hop a little bit.
Face off right-hand side of Finney. Wild have managed to come out with that one. Giuseppe can't quite reel it in. Gibbs and Dermott both trying to send it back. They've managed to get it over. Grimshaw sends it round for Fisher. Back to the point, that's a little bit too much on it. Dermott can't control it and it's going to be out the zone. Lions still in possession now. Thrown forward again, intercepted this time by Jackson. Hughes has to pursue quickly. Clears it. Gilbert with his legs going. He's got Barlow in the middle. Fisher, key.
Well cut
defensive
out.
move there, turns it back away, and here come the Lions once more with Gibbs. Kieran Gibbs has to go the long way around. Jonathan Williamson sent into the boards hard for his work. Grimshaw. For the Lions, still Grimshaw sees off Britton. Williamson again puts the body on. Creates space to clear the puck. He's found Gilbert on the wing. Gilbert plays it all forward to Reynolds. Reynolds takes the shot. It's come off Bloor and his mask, and we're going to get a stoppage in play there. 13:22 remains in the second period. Gary, it's very clean, it's very quick, and time's getting away from the Nottingham Lions at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we've already eaten almost 7 minutes of this period up. Nobody's really capitalised on anything yet. But you can see the Lions are getting pressured a little bit. They're being camped in their own end. But likewise, that stretch pass can be killer sometimes against the Wild.
Britton with the draw win for the Wild. As shot comes in from Reynolds. Blocker saved by Bloor again. Wild looking set up now in the Nottingham zone. Doing well to work that round. Davis rides the check from Gilbert and back in one more time. We saw this yesterday, Gary, how crucial. Steve Fellows mentioned it on commentary. If you hit that puck hard enough and you send the shot round wide enough, it's just going to be picked up by the defenders every time.
Yeah, it's a chance you take, really, isn't it? You're hoping for somebody to get it. But right now, I said it earlier, take passing hasn't been that good. It's been a little scrappy to look at, a bit slow at times.
Coulter and Yokoyama again. Sorry, short. Shot in! What a goal! Rich Hager!
Wow.
Well, let's see that again. From the set piece, Hager one time absolutely rifles it. Bloor didn't really stand a chance with that one. What a shot that was. Hager already knew what he was going to do. He picked his spot.
Well, with 12:50 gone in this second period so far, Widnes Wild extend their lead here today at Plant Ice Widnes. It's now Widnes Wild 2, Nottingham Lions 0.
Mr. Herring's calling into the centre to get action underway one more time. Coulter and Yokoyama in for the draw, tied up and won by the Lions with Glossop. Goes forward, sets a puck on net at Finney to keep Finney on his toes.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what you want to do after you've just conceded.
Well, you're most vulnerable when you've scored.
We've seen that a few times. Wright sends it round, finds Yokoyama. Yokoyama under pressure, big forward check by Edwards and Hager. Just holds up, looking to set something up. Sent forward, easily picked up by the Wild defenseman. Dumped on net by Edwards. Edwards seen off by Yokoyama. Yokoyama at pace. Tries to get around Coulter. Looks for support. Into the middle by Cleaves.
Ooh.
Tried to drive that in. Glossop still there. Gets out in front again. Crouston with the shot through traffic off escape out. And now Coulter. There's quick change by the Lions. Coulter to Edwards. It's a long shift for this top line. Hager knocks it forward. Edwards chases into the corner. Gets it out in front. Croft's just making sure he finishes his check. Dumped in one more time, Hamish Hull. Lions now looking to try and set up in the Widnes zone. A little bit of board play on the far side. Jackson and Barlow shoveling snow. Racy gets it out. Tries to pull it back, shot in! Finney has seen that. Gibbs with the shot, but how Finney has managed to see that, I should say. Does enough to get his body in the way. Good little bit of play there by the Lions.
Yeah, trying to claw back into this.
Face off right hand side of Finney's net.
Oh, not happy
And the
with
official,
that.
yeah, official's not happy.
I don't like it.
I'm sure Mr. Holmes doesn't sound exactly like that.
I don't like it.
There you go. Beautiful play work by Nottingham. Sent it into the glove of Finney, but he feels confident enough to drop it and go.
Yeah.
Barlow loses out to Fisher, who dumps that back in. Hughes. Hyde. Off Barlow's back leg.
Oh.
Gibbs. Sent in, tries to get around Jackson. Jackson's going to shadow him.
Did I mention it was slippy out there?
Kieran Gibbs now stuck on the boards against Barlow. Fisher gets himself in on the play. Jackson bodies Gibbs off that one. And Hyde's going to pick that up. Has to think quick. Good forecheck pressure from Jacob Racy.
Nottingham are keeping them penned back now.
And this is it. That's what's going to happen. The mistakes are going to come like that. Out in front, good effort. But here come the Wild on the break. Hyde feeds that up to Gisecco. Gisecco just holds up. Gets out in front. Hyde. What a play that was. Looking for the tip in. And that's how quick the Wild can break, Gary.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of... Oh, and again, saw a little bit of that yesterday. Those little quick passes in.
Hyde just shutting down the pass there from Nottingham as he tried to break out.
Yeah, they like those little short shots across the goal, the tap-ins. But it's...
Gisecco leaves the puck behind for a second. Sends it in. It's going to be a quick change for the Wild. Gilbert just lost the puck for a second. Glossop gets round Williamson.
Wow.
Does enough. Looks for the call. Nothing's given. Back the other way. Hopkins sends it forward for Gilbert. Drops it for Hopkins. Hopkins gone wide. Puts it across the middle. And Blows had to jump on that.
That was a close one. But he's done well.
Well, good little bit of play there by both teams as the game starts to slowly pick up into this middle period.
Both teams are just starting to wake up a little bit now. Maybe that goal's woken them up enough.
Face-off will be right hand side of Blaw's net. Good drawing for the Lions. Britton put it back across in front. Both Hopkins and Gilbert couldn't get a stick on it that time. Still in possession, Widnes. Hopkins back to Britton. Britton again, tried to put it in the slot. Gilbert lost it between his skates. Yokoyama's going to get that, and they've got out to Crowston. Crowston, he's got Glossop in the middle. Glossop winds up, shoots, and Finney pulls it out the air. Good save and good effort there. This forward line of Crowston, Glossop and Yokoyama seems to be the one that's causing the Wild issues at the moment.
Well, Wild have got to weather the storm a little bit. Keep the net empty.
Good play by the Lions as he managed to get that puck out to the man at the top of the slot, but it's turning around. Edwards has got Reynolds in support. Good play by Dermott. Subdues that play, and here comes Gibbs. Pocket picked by Edwards. Edwards on the left wing, cuts inside. Put it towards net. Blows, forced to save. Turns it round the corner. Coulter picks it back up. Hughes at the point. Skates inside the dot, shoots. Reynolds out in front looking for the tip in. Tried to go back, but it's cut out by the Lions, and here they come on the break again. Lions gain the zone with Fisher. Gibbs picks it up in the middle. Backhand sends it just over the net, and I mean just. They pick up the loose puck though, and it's now Nottingham setting up in the Wild zone. Gibbs picks it up. Knocked forward. Well read by Edwards. He's turned it round for Reynolds. Reynolds just throws one towards net. It's going to be picked up by Coulter to the far side. Feigned it for Dermott. Back across, you can see what the play was. It's been read well by the Lions as he breaks once more down the far side. Slams on a break, Scrimshaw. And decides he's going to put that one into the roof. Good play again. Both teams tit for tat. 7 minutes 25 remain in the second period.
Well, Matt Bradbury's got to be having some words with them in the period break. They're close, but not close enough. Face-off taken and won by the Lions quickly. Shaw throws a body on Williamson. Gets the puck back, but he lets it run instead. Picked up far side by Giuseppe. Giuseppe looks up ice, finds Hyde in the middle. Lovely pass. Hyde through one. Goes back, tries to find Barlow, and if he'd have pulled it down, he'd have had a sitter. Puck was just too high for him though. Hyde put the body on there. Lovely little hip check. But in, round the back, he's Shaw for the Lions. Shaw takes a shot. Kick pad save by Finney. And the loose puck picked up once more by the Nottingham Lions. Shaw far side. Tries to get it across. Manages to do so. Good effort from Hurst. Lions slowly banging on the door. There's a big call there for the hit up Kemp on Racy. And Kemp's going to the box again.
Well, they didn't like that, the official.
So just a quick update while we're watching Kemp go to the Fresco environmental penalty bin. It's the end of the second period up at the Wigwam. It's now Warriors 5, D-side 1.
We knew it was going to be a tough ride for the Dragons up there, as it is for most teams.
Face-off taken quickly by the Lions. Looking to get something out of this power play. Fans on the front. Thrown down by the Wild. It's time ticking away on this power play. Yokoyama at pace down the wing. Slams on. Holds up, he gives a nod. Shot comes in deflected. Turned around once more. Comes out the zone. Yokoyama's going to recover that one. Again, Fisher for the Lions. Puts it into the slot where you can see Glossop skating in on it. Jackson's going to be there for the Wild though. They've cleared the zone. Gilbert's putting the pressure on. Crowston. Fisher takes that off Jackson, gets it over to Crowston, goes to go back to Glossop. Couldn't get it under his skate, from under his skates. Still though, Glossop has done enough. Fisher can get there. 50 seconds of the power play remain. Yokoyama tried to shoot that off the stick of Hager, and Hager's just going to throw that right down. Send the Lions backwards. As Coulter on the forecheck. Brings it all the way down. Again, turned over. And it's Hager is the man who throws it forward. 20 seconds left on the power play. Lions looking to try and get something late out of this. Good pass, Crowston gets over to Gibbs. Gibbs throws it forward for Grimshaw. Grimshaw into the corner. 6 seconds left on the power play. Kemp chomping at the bit to get back in. 2, 1, trapdoor opens.
Well, good penalty kill by the Wild.
Again though, Lions not really showing the claws and what they're capable of.
Yeah, they really need to capitalise on those gifts.
Ruddock's going to get over. Crowston does as well. Ruddock tries to send it around, does so. Little bit of a foot race between Barlow, and he's got there. Barlow is going to chase it. He gets it across. Tries to find Giuseppe. It sailed through the slot. Sent it back. Barlow pursued now by Ben Marples. Recovered again by the Wild. Sits him down. Tries to go back door. Great play.
The pace has picked up a bit, hasn't it?
It has. The Wild showing that they're certainly trying to put this game to bed. Hager. Let it run. Marples puts it back in. That's going to go up and out of play. And delay a game there. No delay game. I was just wondering whether they're going to give that one. So 3:44 remaining in this second period. Score still from the Solihull and Billingham game appearing to be 2-2 as they're into the second period there as well. Mitchell, he's going to drop that one for Murray. Murray plays it up for Barlow. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell sends it in. Hyde's going to get there first. Puts it back across for Giuseppe. Marples does well. Sends it back, a little bit of... Oh, it's bounced out in front, and it was Hyde who got his toe with the stick on that. Turned around by Hurst. Could say it was given up softly. Murray does well. Waits for the space to emerge. Barlow through the middle. Matt Barlow's certainly been key for the Wild since he come back.
Yeah, been a welcome return, I think.
Giuseppe looking for the call there. Hyde goes to shoot. And there's a little bit of net battle going on now with Barlow. Bloor jumps on that one. And Barlow's not happy there with something. Hyde straight into the mix as well. Maybe because it's a little bit on there. Giuseppe, when he is wearing a cage. Standing up for the man. But it's just, dare I say, Gary, bubbling below the surface.
Yeah, it's, you can see why. I mean, it's frustrating for the Lions. 2 goals down, so close a few times, but like you've already said, you want the Wild to be putting this to bed now.
Britton picks that up. Gilbert and Hopkins both forward for him. However, Hughes is going to throw that one in. Picked up by Davis and sent round and out. Gilbert finds Hopkins. Plenty of time to turn in. Hopkins holds it up, Gilbert.
Oh,
Bad
misread.
call on the drop pass, he's letting Gibbs. Gibbs has got a man in support, 2-on-2 situation. And there's the offside. You can see the frustration in Fisher there. Slams his stick on the ice. It's a good breakaway then from the Lions. But right now, they are their own undoing.
Yeah, the opportunities are there. It just seems to be little mistakes costing them. But can't take it away from the Wild. They're playing a very clever game at the moment.
Face off out in front of the Nottingham bench. Coulter with the draw win.
What?
Edwards called into action. Croston sent it around for Glossop. Glossop taken out the play by Ruddock. Good little play. Coulter. Yokoyama straight in there causing all sorts of problems, and that's what he can do. Williamson clears it for Edwards. Edwards, a little battle with Dermott. Williamson's going to come in for support. Smothered out by Glossop. And Croston looks up at ice again. That's going to come up and out of play.
1 minute 34 remaining in the second period. And the score still stands as Widnes Wild 2, Nottingham Lions 0. And it's not been for want of trying.
Face off. Once more underway. Body going on. And making. Well, this is it as well, Gary. I'm noticing everyone is making sure they are finishing their checks.
Yeah.
As Racy throws that forward.
And they need to, because if you're putting the pressure on, you're making players nervous. What?
Shaw manages to find a man in the middle. Still
Go.
going. Dermott takes a shot off the leg pad to Finney.
Good save.
Picked up by Hurst, thrown back in. Ruddock sees an opportunity, tries to clear it. Dermott keeps it in. Final minute of this second period now. Big pass trying to find Giuseppe on the break. Picked up by Keogh. Keogh skates it all the way in, turn back around once more. Hyde, can he beat the stride of his man? Dermott gets there first, that's an icing call.
Well, if this pace had been at the start of the period, I think we'd have a different scoreline. But nevertheless, I think Matt Bradbury's got a little bit of talking to do. Rich Haggart's got to tell his Wild guys, you can't take your foot off the gas.
Face off. Left hand side of Finney. Picked up by Glossop. Glossop backhands it just over the bar. Rebound scooped up by Yokoyama though, still live for the Lions as he ticked down late in this second period.
Well defence. Played well there.
Murray for the Wild. Looks up ice. Drop pass for Barlow. Barlow shoots right down the throat of Bloor. And Jordan Wright just posted out in front of his netminder there.
Yeah, good coverage.
Face-off is going to be right-hand side of Matt Bloor's net. Scooped up and thrown forward quickly by the Lions. It was Yokoyama who drove that one forward, loses out to it, but he's done enough and he's pulled the puck into the Widnes zone. Takes a shot on, come off Croston, he's feeling that one. Straight to the bench. Coulter drops it back, and that's going to be the end of the period. Well, it always seems like the Lions want to get on it a little bit too late in the period, Gary. Yeah. However, there's only 2 goals in this game. Don't count them out.
Yeah, you certainly can't write them off because we know what they can do, and it all depends what they can put out on that third and final period, which you can see right after this short break. Welcome back to Planet Ice Widnes for this third and final period in this Morley 1 North matchup between the Widnes Wild and the Nottingham Lions. Ben, I believe you've got some interesting news for us.
Yeah, scores on the doors around the league as follows. Definitely going to be a table shake-up. It's currently Solihull Barons 6,
Ooh.
Billingham Stars 2.
Well, there's a bit of a shock one.
And unsurprisingly, I must say, Whitley Warriors 6, Deeside Dragons 2.
Well, so both games 6-2. Interesting. And like you say, it will shake up the tables a little bit. But it's still early doors yet, Ben. You know, it's teams have got to play each other home and away again. And
yeah, well, this is only the Dragons' second game in the league, so they won't really have much of a standing. It'll be still 2 points their way. They'll probably still be sat around the 8th or 7th, even 6th position, depending on today's result. The interesting one, however, is the Solihull Stars result.
Well, definitely, I would say so, because Solihull needed to get a win after they suffered that defeat here at the hands of Widnes Wild. So that kind of puts them back in the pack a little bit.
Yeah, so like you say, that Solihull Stars result is that is a table changer. That's the big one.
Well, it is, because if you think about it, Billingham were up in 3rd place there, weren't they?
Yeah, they
so
were.
Now, is the gap
and Wild
starting?
were 4th, banging on the door.
Yeah, is there a gap opening?
Well, there could be. This could see the Wild jump to 3rd potentially.
Yeah, but
Either
there's still
way,
a gap though.
Yeah, the teams are back out on the ice. It is still Bloor who is in between the pipes for Nottingham.
So the officials are just having a quiet word with the timekeepers at the bottom of our screen.
And
Well,
this
I thought they were getting a chip then.
no, this is all to play for now.
He's getting a puck.
All to play for Nottingham.
Well, they're not out of it yet. It's only 2 goals.
And it's the hardest lead in hockey to defend, they say.
Ooh.
2-goal lead.
It's a big statement to make, that, Ben.
Mr. Orms calls him to the middle, and away we go.
Oh.
And just like that, it's Crowston who's an eager beaver.
So, take 2.
Mr. Orms, here, you do it then.
Yeah.
And it is quickly taken.
Wow.
This time Mr. Horn is caught in the fray, but it's gone the way of the Lions as he throw it forward. Haggart picks it up, lets it run for Edwards. Edwards leaves it for Coulter. Great poke checking by Tom Dermott, has managed to start the Lions on an attack. Glossop sends it through. Good shot in from Crowston.
Oh.
Sends it back. Edwards. No call. Thrown away by the Wild. Going to be stopped quickly by Keogh. Lets it go for Yokoyama. Yokoyama sends it out wide to Keogh. Keogh forced onto the boards by Jackson. Still the Lions though, moving forward. Gets it to Crowston.
Oh.
Couldn't do anything with it. Yokoyama picks that one up. Tries to put it through the traffic out in front. And it's in! Well, there it is, and it's a start the Lions wanted.
Well, he's the one player you don't want to get hold of the puck when it's bouncing around like that.
Yokoyama absolutely top shelves it over Finney's shoulders. See it again from the other angle. Relentless on the puck, never gives up, finally gets an opportunity to get a shot off. And just like that, Gary, the Lions are right back in this game.
So with only 2 minutes literally gone off the score, off the clock, it's now Widnes Wild 2, Nottingham Lions 1.
Back underway. Ryan Keogh goes a bit of D to D with Owen Davis. Davis now with the puck back. Looks up ice. Sends it out to Fisher. Sent back in Jackson.
Oh.
Ends up finding Reynolds in the middle rather than the net. Thrown up by Grimshaw. Wild looking a little bit shell-shocked after that one.
Well, it's woken them up.
Hughes takes it all the way through the middle himself. Goes to shoot, comes off the legs of Ryan Keogh. Lions turn that round, and that one hits the lighting rig here in Planet Ice Widnes. That's going to be a dead puck.
And a
But
blown
wow,
ball.
you know, what a start, Gary.
Yeah.
His third.
Well, it's the kind of start that Nottingham needed. It's kept keeping them in this game now, only a goal behind.
And we did say you can catch Finney quick.
Well, it was that loose puck bouncing round in their own end. The defence never got it away.
Just like that, but this time Nottingham able to get there on that one and clear the danger so far. Gilbert doing his best to try and keep it in, but they've done it and cleared it. Jonathan Williamson forced backwards. Jacob Reese on the forecheck, giving him all sorts of issues. Max Hurst up there as well, but it's a left and overlap. Britton manages to find Gilbert. Gilbert all the time, shoots. Great save, Blow. Gilbert had plenty of time there.
Well, good play by Blow. He needed that. Confidence is starting to grow.
Yeah, very much so. You can see these young Lions coming into the game now. This is where the gas tanks are play a big part. And will Widnes be a little drained after 6 periods of hockey, Gary?
Well, only
in such
time
a short
will tell.
pace of time. Good effort from Ruddick at the point.
Only time will tell, Ben. It's Rich Haggard, I'm sure, will be saying we can't afford to take our foot off the gas. Something that the Wild have been a little guilty of in the past few games.
Very much so. Coulter and Yokoyama in for the draw. Coulter scrambles, pucks out. D-side, D-side Widnes after tackle. That's from yesterday. Let me just change a page of my script quickly. Edwards tries to put it in towards Hager on the back door. Yokoyama's going to scoop that loose one up, and Yokoyama has 2 positions on the ice and off it. That's it.
And we got a penalty.
There's going to be a tripping call, yeah.
Yeah.
That's on Joe Coulter. Well, that's not what the Wild wanted to do.
And it's exactly what the Lions needed. If you need another incentive and a gift, have the Wild just put a bow on it for them.
Well, I tell you now, they'll be licking the lips because they'll want this one. Power play unit of the Lions lines up. Shot in from Dermot low and hard.
Leg save.
Glossop goes to go backdoor, spilt out. And that was Jay Croston, couldn't stop that going all the way. Croston looks up, finds Fisher. Fisher takes it over at pace. Slams on, waits for the rest of his team to catch up as Dermot now sends it back. Looking for that opportunity. Good defensive work by the Wild here. Shot comes in!
Oh!
That looked like he graced the side netting. Yokoyama.
Well, it's a warning shot if you wanted one.
Working it well now. Top of the shot!
Oh,
you see how
my
in front
goodness.
it was Glossop looking for the redirect. They need to keep that paint area clear. Dermot again. Lets it go. Far side. Shot comes in off a body. And the Wild doing enough. And it's Barlow. Barlow on a break. 1-on-1. Barlow and Blow. And it's in! Matt Barlow! Well, Blow got a piece of it, but it wasn't enough. You see it from the behind the goal camera now. Tries to 5-hole him. Comes off the pads and under him. Matt Blow did well, but Matt Barlow wanted it more. See it again. Catches a piece of it, but it's got enough on it to send it through the gap.
And as quick as you like, it flips on its head here, and it's now Widnes Wild 3, Nottingham Lions 1.
What a great short-handed goal that was by the Wild. Obviously, it is still a Lions power play. But that's going to be a big knock in the confidence of Nottingham.
Yeah.
Reynolds jumps straight on that puck, keeps it down. In the Nottingham zone. Here come the Lions at pace once more. Big cry for offside there. Oh, sorry, icing, it's given. So back down we go. Well,
I'm going to say it, Ben.
both the teams been saving up for this last period.
Oh, maybe. But I'm going to say it. The Nottingham Lions had a number of chances before, and all they had to do was tap them in, they would have got in.
Face off gets us back underway. Immediately the Lions look up ice. Great little pass Finds Keogh once more. 23 seconds remaining on the power play. Gibbs, Keogh to Yokoyama, winds up. Feigns it, puts it through the traffic. Looking for anything on it. Wild clear it away once more. And back to the quarterback of the play again, Yokoyama.
Yeah.
We've spoken about in the past, Gary, here on Drop the Puck, ice generals, those commanding presences that everything goes through as Coulter returns to the ice.
Yeah, power plays over, so they'll be kicking themselves.
But we've used names before like Ollie Barron, who played here at the Wild, and Doyle that played at the Barons. And those guys commanded presence on the ice for whatever reason. Zach Yokoyama is one of those guys.
Yeah, he certainly is. Everything goes through him at the moment. Whoa.
Shot save.
A nice little save.
Finney pulled back into action. Yeah, Perry Doyle, Ollie Barron, and now adding to that list of names, Zach Yokoyama.
Well, let's see if he can muster his troops together and try and claw one back.
Face off, picked up by the Wild. Gilbert tries to throw forward for Britain, puts too much on it. Hamish Hall turns it back, but it's recovered once more by the Wild. Scooped up by Keogh. Ryan Keogh throws it forward. Racy shut off. Picked up once more though by Hall. Hall looks to put it across, and the hits and body certainly going in now. On the boards, Jackson just freezing that up for Hurst and Hall. Britain gets in on the action. You can hear the Wild ones in the crowd getting behind their team.
Well, it has been quiet up till now.
Picked up through the neutral by Hyde. Tries to take a shot, and that's deflected off his stick into the rafters and down. And it does seem like both teams have been saving something for this period, Gary.
Well, most certainly. I mean, definitely. The pace of the game in the first two periods hasn't been that fast, and that's probably played to the benefit of the Wild, really.
Face-off taken quickly by Nottingham. Go flying forward, and it's a big body on Glossop on Kemp. Definitely gone up in the physicality. Shot on Bloor, forces to say backdoor. Skating in there was Williamson, and there are bodies strewn all over the ice. Giuseppe sends it back round. Picked up once more by Reynolds. Reynolds goes to backhand. Under pressure, fighting away with Cleaves. Out from Barlow, loses his stick. Oh, that's gone in the net, not the puck. And back with Yokoyama up the other way. Yokoyama loses possession as the net comes off its moorings. Well, that's going to be a stoppage in play, 13:03. Well, you can tell it's building. Something big is coming.
13:03 remaining in this third and final period here at Planetizer Widnes. The score's currently standing at Widnes Wild 3, Nottingham Lions 1, and still all to play for here, Ben. 2 goals from the Lions could be easily done.
Face off, left hand side of Finney. Murray can't get it away. Gibbs trying to get possession. Good play by Grimshaw. Sends it round, sent back in. Once more by Marples, but it's a foot race. Yeah, Bloor that time. Plenty of time. He just looks up at Hager and is like, what's up?
What's up, bro?
My puck. Gibson Coulter, face off. Won very quickly by Coulter. Got it back to Hager. Thought Hager was going to one-time. Coulter out in front. Tried to redirect it to come off Bloor. Great save in the hindsight, but here we go again. We're Widnes building momentum. Coulter knocks it forward. Edwards tried to find Hager. Sent into the corner by the defence. Ruddick knocked on by Hager. Marples. Hughes. Keep it alive, Widnes. Slowly building pressure, turning the screws. Marbles again. Does enough to get it out, only to Ruddock and Jackson. Get it over to Hughes. Off the legs there of Gibbs, Kieran Gibbs. Sends it back in, but it's going to be Edwards. Pokes it around his man. Reece Edwards, he's got Hagger in the middle, finds Hagger. Hagger shoots, what a save. Bloor spilt up, however. You see it again there, that quick shot that came in. It was a great little play. Hagger let one rip. It actually come off Bloor round the back. And that could have been a great goal there. However, back the other way, good shot by the Lions. Tried to play it off the board. Scooped up now by Shaw. Shaw turns up ice. James Shaw lets one go. Finney forced to kick it into the corner. Another big stretch pass knocked on by Hopkins this time. Beaten out by Keogh. Hurst drives it forward. Mitchell gives him the run around. Hopkins is there. Hurst gets to the puck first. Turned over very well by Hopkins and sent forward by Mitchell. Mitchell manages to find Gilbert. Gilbert skips his man. Cuts inside. Mike Gilbert shoots. Bloor does well to see that with all those players in front of him. Well, what a nice little bit of set play there. And both teams looking very much like they could grab a goal here.
Well, we're coming up to the halfway point in this third period, and I don't think we've seen the last of the goal scoring.
Face-off is won by the Wild.
Whoa.
Put straight down the throat of Bloor once more by Williamson at the point. More set plays from the Wild. Face-off again, right-hand side of Matt Bloor's net. Won again by the Wild.
Oh,
Hopkins,
he's missed it.
Well, he faults on the shot. As he fans there, it's given an opportunity to the Lions. That's going to be an offside if he lets that one go, so they have to turn it over.
Oh,
good play, however, by the Lions again. Nottingham doing well to really hang in this game. Still only 2 goals down. 10 minutes, 9 seconds left. Gilbert to Williamson. Takes it into the corner. Scooped up by Yokoyama. Yokoyama gets past 2. Gets a stride on. Got Mitchell there. Slams on. Mitchell shuts the door there. Shot comes in. Bobbles through from right. And Yokoyama straight again back in on the play. Glosser. Wild have done enough. Good play there by Cleves. However, they've given it up with Hopkins. Hopkins puts it back across. Gilbert tries to get his stick on that. Managed to turn it towards net and forces a save out of Bloor. However, they're going to go for a quick change as Yokoyama now. He's given up to Barlow. Call from Murray there for the pass. Barlow goes all the way in. Matt Barlow still for the Wild.
Oh, wow. Too much.
It was Cleves that put the check on, forced him to ride it and lose the puck. But just like that, he's straight back on it. Chiseko beats out Cleves. Runs it round for Reynolds. Taken up into the boards by Wright. Still not out the players. Nottingham go back that way. Good little move by Fisher. Gets around Riddick. He's got support and Gibbs in the middle. Tries to drop it back through everyone. Chiseko lets it run. Reynolds and Chiseko. He got it over to Barlow. There was a call for cry from offside from the Nottingham bench. Fisher back the other way. Toby Fisher looks to go inside. Good diving save by Chiseko. Gets his stick in the way in time and sends that one up high into the rafters. Well, great little bit of play there again as well. But still, Gary, you've just got that feeling something big is coming.
Yeah. Another goal from the Lions would really make this an exciting finish. But one from the Wild would put it to bed, I think. Next goal's vital.
Edwards picks up puck up. Manages to clear the zone. Racy turns around. Throws it back in. Shaw's going to chase down on it. Coulter for the Wild. Chooses to go behind his net, but it's costly as he's turned the puck over. Well, as a tripping call come in, you saw Shaw go in there. And it's been given.
Well,
certainly some exclamations being made. Coulter's claiming that Shaw dived over him. Either way, Joe Coulter back in the Fresco environmental penalty bin. And momentum swings the way of the Nottingham Lions in this third and final period.
yeah, and this is exactly what the Lions need and what the Wild don't.
Well, interestingly, Gary, I did forget to mention at the beginning of the period, shots on goal going into at the second period. Wild had 12 shots on their net. So Phineas into action 12 times, Bloor only 6, and it certainly doesn't seem over yet. Nottingham recover that puck. Croston dumps it into the corner. Williamson gets there, gets his stick on it. That's into the roof. So yeah, Matt Bloor didn't see much of the puck in that second period, but when he did, he stood tall, and it's very much the same again here in the third.
Yeah, I can't say it's been, this period's been better than the second. It's been a lot more livelier.
Face off, picked up by the Lions as they get it to the point. Start to rotate the puck. Shot in from Glossop. Great save. The rebound, just couldn't get it under control in time. And here comes Barlow for the Wild. Barlow sends it into the corner for Glossop to chase down. Runs all the way around. Williamson. Barlow. Thrown forward. Yokoyama helps it round. Gilbert now in on the play. Yokoyama again scoops that loose puck up. 50 seconds left of this power play. Croston down the wing, dumps it behind. Gets it back, looks to go out in front of the middle. Decides, doesn't like what he sees. Good effort again. Puck comes up and down on the rebound. While desperately clearing it, that was Fisher with the attempt. Williamson can't quite clear it there as it comes off the skates. Croston one more time. Lions banging on the door now. But it's going to be Ruddock who puts his stick on that one. They're calling delay a game. And it is. So Ruddock's going to go to the box for delay a game.
Oh my goodness.
And just like that, that power play gets extended.
Well, we're looking at a fellow's favourite.
But timeout called by the Lions. Coach Bradbury and Coach Glossop straight away with the whiteboards out, chalking something up. And Gary, what a performance they've given. It's by no means least literally a whitewash by any team.
No, but if you know, the Lions wanted a chance, they're getting it handed to them right now. And as for the Wild, they've got a big job here to do. We've got 16 seconds of 5 on 3, I think it is, isn't it?
5 on 3, the fellow's favourite.
Yeah, fellow's favourite. So we'll see what happens. Can the Lions capitalise on it? Can the Wild ride out? 16 seconds, and then it'll be 5 on 4. But still, the ice tilting in favour of the Lions at the moment.
Face off will be right hand side of Finney. Immediately Glossop hits the ice and the Wild clear it.
And it's exactly what you need to do. Get it down there. Kill some time.
Lions now having to come back and work all the way back up the ice with Fisher.
And door opens.
Coulter's back out, so there's one of the penalties seen off already.
So we're back to 5 on 4.
Oh, out in front. Glossop doing all the work. Conor Glosser looked like he was going to lose his edge there. He's managed to go all the way around. Can't get it to Yokoyama on the point. Good challenge in from Coulter. Coulter sweeping away at it. Still, the Lions. Yokoyama's got it. Decides he wants to go round the back. Again, just slows things down. Settles it all back in. Good play by Fisher. Didn't go too early with that one. And there's going to be a call as Jackson and his man, that's going to be a penalty on the Lions. So just like that, it's all turned over.
Yeah, pendulum swings, and now things have evened up.
Well, it's Conor Glossop who's heading the box.
Well, Pat Bradbury must be going mental over that now, because he had a great advantage, and to even things up now, it's 4-on-4.
Well, that's going to open the ice up.
Yeah.
Lions will be kicking themselves though. 5:16 remaining in the game. Just over a minute on that penalty served. It's Callum Ruddock. And now Dermott finds his man. Thrown forward. Turned straight away by Murray. Gilbert, the man chasing. Cleaves under pressure. Williamson. Some sort of little chip play there with the puck. Still Jonathan Williamson. Dermott gets himself in the way of that one. Tom Dermott having a good defensive game. Gilbert now in on the boards as well, along with Gibbs.
Just holding it up.
And this is all the Wild needs to do. Shot in from Williamson,
Whoa.
Spilt up. Dermott there to sweep it away. Gets it over to Yokoyama. Read well in the middle by Murray. Scooped up once more by Barlow. But they've let in 1-on-1. Gibbs performed well. He's claiming it's a slash. There's a call from the Nottingham bench. Nothing's given. Gibbs was so close there. Ruddock back to full strength. So Wild back to full strength. Power play in favour of the Widnes Wild. Lions need to see off 40 seconds now of this power play. Quick play to Murray. Murray looks inside, slams on, takes a shot off Bloor. Gilbert gets it back to Coulter. Coulter. Murray again puts it in. Well, you can see that was redirected. He just went outside of the post. 17 seconds left on the power play. Murray, top of the shop, shoots.
Oh.
Another great save by Bloor. Hagger is the screen this time. Hughes picks that up. 5, 4, 3. Not long now. Trapdoor opens, Glosser back in. 5-on-5, full strength hockey. Shot comes in. Redirect again. Gilbert this time. Bloor enough on the leg pad, sees it round the corner. Gilbert's recovered the loose, puts it back on. Stabbing at the pickle there was Hughes. Bloor's got it though, and that's going to be the end of all of that, Gary, with 3 minutes 3 left in the game.
All I'm going to say is Nottingham have got to thank that guy right there. The saves he's just pulled off. And he's keeping the Lions within 2 of this.
Well,
could have easily run away from them there.
Around the league as it stands at the moment, Whitley Warriors 8, Deeside Dragons 2, and it's Solihull Barons 8. Billingham Stars 2.
Wow.
Shot in again, jumped on. This time it was Britain's shot. Matt Bloor freezes it up, and the Lions desperately need to come up with something now to try and get back in this. Widnes just seeing the game out with formalities.
Yeah, 2:57 remaining in this third and final period.
Almost trying to find that nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Face off, right hand side of Bloor's net. Lions can't quite decide who wants to go with it. Glossop decides he's going to take control of this one. Rides the check on the far side. Glossop takes it around, puts it into the middle. Good poke check away by the defense of the Wild, and here comes Gisecco at pace. Adam Gisecco goes backhand, skating in is Reynolds. What a save, Bloor. Let's see that one again. You fancy this one to be another goal. Gisecco gets around his man. He's got Reynolds in the middle. Lovely backhand pass. Bloor goes full stretch post to post. Wow. And Matt Bloor keeps the hopes alive of the Nottingham faithful.
It's a slim chance, Ben.
But it's a chance, Gary. Wild now piling pressure on again with Hager. Nottingham forced into defence. Coulter will blow sat down. Gretzky between his legs. Freezes that one. And it was Edwards poaching on the front door that stepped there.
Well, the Wild have got to be asking themselves, what have we got to do to get another goal here? And it's simple. Get it past this guy.
Yeah. Face off again to the right-hand side of Bloor. Coulter wins the draw, out to the point. Shot comes in. Well, that's the side netting, it post and side netting. And now the Lions have scooped that one up. Fisher misread the communication there. Coulter from Edwards, back to Edwards. Reese Edwards shoot. Comes off the back of the post and round once more. Lions forced to try and clear it desperately. Yokoyama lets it run for Croston. Good pass over to Fisher. Fisher, plenty of space. And Callum Riddick stands tall there for that one. Still though, the Lions circling. Inside the final 2 minutes. Into the corner once more. Good rotation at the point. Dermott loses out to Edwards. Edwards just throws it forward. Empty net. And it's in. Reese Edwards scores. I didn't even see them pull the netminder. We'll see it again. Netminder's gone. Reese Edwards sees the opportunity. Flicks it towards. It may be an empty net goal, Gary, but it's still a goal.
Well, definitely caught our camera out because it looked like he was just going to send that down ice, but, well, when you pull the netminder, it's a risk that you take. Empty net, and it's a goal to the Widnes Wild. It's now Widnes Wild 4, Nottingham Lions 1.
I'll be honest, it caught me off guard, Gary. I didn't see Bloor head to the bench. But that puck, I believe, is Reese Edwards' first senior goal.
Congratulations to Reese.
So no doubt that'll go to the trainer with a bit of tape on it in a bit. Gilbert sends it back. Yokoyama pursuing. Still, the Wild not finished here with Gilbert. And that's going to be an offside call. Mr. Herring calls that. 1 minute 12 remaining in the game. Well, it is almost playing formality out now, isn't it, Gary? Damage limitation for the Lions.
Well, they've given a good account to themselves, I must say.
Gilbert on the draw with Yokoyama. Again, it's put towards net. Armstrong. Some ice time for the Wild. Lions look up ice, look to break quickly. Good breakout pass, knocked on Fisher. To Croston, dumps it in. Ruddick turns it round. Gilbert gets his stick on it. Still Mike Gilbert. He's got support, and Ken Armstrong takes the shot himself, sends it up and wide. Inside the final minute, Murray sends it back towards net. Meehan. Backhand into the middle. Armstrong puts it out in front. Gilbert does all he needs, but he couldn't get it towards net. Yokoyama, however, desperately trying to get on the score sheet again. Takes another shot. 24 seconds left. Right. Sent round behind the net. Yokoyama looks to cut back in. Gilbert reads it. Tries to send it up ice. Inside the final 10 seconds now. Widnes looking just to clear this puck down the end of Bloor. And that is going to be your game as... Oh no, the shot comes on net. There we go, that's your game. And what a game it was. Great performance here by the Nottingham Lions, literally right to the buzzer. The Wild couldn't take their eyes off the puck and give them a second, but ultimately in the end, they've done the job.
Do you know what, Ben? This guy's got to thank him. They've all got to thank that guy there.
Matt Bloor, he kept them in that game for so long.
And Sheldon just congratulating him. Even though they're on the losing side, that guy played a hell of a game today.
Well, you can see the teams in the middle there, just shaking hands, great sportsmanship. I'll tell you what, Gary, for what it was today, I don't know whether I was expecting a little bit more of a feisty game. I don't know whether I was expecting it to maybe a few grudges carrying over from the Wild Nottingham game earlier on this season. But ultimately, it was silly little penalties that saw people go to the box. There was nothing very malicious or very dangerous, and there was no real big worrying calls when it came to stuff like hits or things like that. But it was definitely today a tale of the netminders.
Well, certainly was, Ben. I've got to say, Finney, I thought a couple of times coughed up the puck, caused a few problems, and Nottingham pounced on him. But you've got to say, if you've got Bloor between the posts, you've got to be confident. That defence was confidence for Nottingham today, but they've let 4 goals in.
Yeah, do you know what? When I saw Bloor get the nod over Sheldon, I was a little surprised, but you can see why. Taking absolutely nothing away from Matt Bloor there.
Guy's got a lot of talent. I mean,
what a
he knows
performance
what
he
to
put
do.
in.
Yeah, he put some brilliant saves in.
Ultimately, though, it does look like Nottingham are leaning very heavy on that forward line of Glossop and Croston and obviously Yokoyama, who we said at the beginning.
Do you think they're missing any of the old players?
Do you know what? I think today Luke Thomas was a big miss. Thomas, you know, the regular captain, he's a big defensive presence, but it's his knowledge as well that he bleeds down to these young kids. I think maybe he was, you know, missing today. A couple of the others possibly, but ultimately, though, do you know what I mean? It's another great performance. It's unlucky is what it is for Nottingham.
Well, Matt Bradbury could take a lot of positives from that game. If I was a Nottingham fan, I'd be like, okay, we lost. Wasn't a huge score, but I'll tell you what, we were in that. We were in that right up to the end. It was only Widnes put the gas on a little bit, started to put the pressure on more, left things open, because every time Nottingham tried to attack, left themselves open at the back, and you know, a few times Bloor managed to save them, but on the occasions when the Wild got them in the net, and you could see a few heads starting to drop, but they kept going right to the final whistle, as we said they would. And you know, you've got positives to take from that game. On the other hand, Widnes Wild got to be happy they got back to winning ways.
Yeah.
You know, after last night's defeat, but of course they had that great win against Solihull beforehand, and that's going to bode them well in the league table.
Well, that's it. It was 2 points, which is what they've walked away with today in the league. The results going the way they are at the moment, Solihull were below Widnes and Billingham were above them. So that could see a leapfrog moment happen where we see Billingham drop down 2 places potentially.
Well, obviously, we'll still wait for the other results to go. They'll still continue after we've finished our stream here. And of course, you can catch all the tables and the highlights and all the info from the games that have been played this weekend, along with our extended highlights of the game between the Widnes Wild and D-Side Dragons from the M56 Cup that was played yesterday. You catch them on our
YouTube channel, yeah.
Oh, you said that for me. See, I did that without moving my lips. You can catch on our YouTube channel. And we said it before as well, spread the word on social media that there's a lot of fake links going out for teams, not just Widnes or Nottingham. There's all the games, and you see these fake links telling you to click on for live game streams. They're not. Unless you go to a reputable source, ideally your club normally will have the links. We, for Drop the Puck, will always put our links out. But also, the best way to do it is subscribe onto our YouTube channel, where if you click the notification bell, you will be informed immediately we put any updates, whether that be highlights, or whether that be games, or whether it be live streams, and you can catch action just there.
I'm just having a quick look who picked up the man of the match there, Gary. So Connor Glossop for Nottingham has picked up man of the match, and quite rightly so. As much as Bloor did the job between the pipes, Glossop was the one who was really putting the pressure on, along with Yokoyama. He was the one chasing a lot more of the loose puck and into the corners and the corner battles. So, you know, that's well deserved there for Connor Glossop.
Well, can't take it away. It's been a great game here at Plantyce Widnes. Not the result the Nottingham Lions wanted, but certainly the result the Widnes Wild wanted. I've been Gary Lee.
I've been Ben Lee.
And we've been Drop the Puck.